Hello everyone, welcome to Homeschool Autism Life. This week I wanted to give an encouragement to those who might be feeling guilty about the choices that they made for their typically developing children or their special needs in particular. One of the things that I keep seeing in my news feed of late is there's a lot of moms who are looking back wishing that they did things differently. And I 100% relate to that. Darian, especially, my special needs son, who's almost 16, which I cannot believe. But when he was young, we essentially didn't know. And we had taken him to a speech therapist when he was 2, because he reverted when he was 2 years old, and he used to have more words than he was supposed to at 18 months. And then we moved and we had another baby, and we moved like 5 times in 2 years. And it was just something that we really felt like, well, something's going on, but we didn't really know. And we were up north in a place called Falher, Alberta. And so the doctors up there weren't super knowledgeable about autism and stuff. And so we were told by a doctor that he was fine. If he's still communicating, he's still hugging, he's still doing all of these things. And I don't know if I even knew autism as a possibility, but I took him at his word, because I, at that point, believed that doctors had more experience, more understanding. They went to school for this stuff, and so I just let it lie. So I completely and totally get the idea and the feeling of just, well, yeah, I should have done things differently. I should have known better. I should have followed my gut instinct, because it was there. I'm like, something's still not right. I don't know what it is. I don't understand it, but something, right? Something. Yeah, but I didn't have the awareness, if you will, to say, no, that's not cool. I'm going to search deeper. And so I look at that and I listen to these women, because there's one in particular who she keeps talking about how she should have known better, and she should have done something differently, and she should have looked at this differently, or she should have sought different answers and whatever. And she's kind of stuck there. And as time has gone on, and there has been moments, I can promise you, there have been moments where I've thought, I should have done something differently. I should have kept pushing. I should have. But the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, shoulda, coulda, wouldas don't change anything. They don't help you move forward. They don't help you deal with what's in front of you. And even to this day, there are things where I'm like, I have no idea how to fix this. I have no idea if what I'm doing is actually taking care of him better, or solving anything for him, or preparing him for something different in his life. Like, I literally have no idea what I'm doing. And I say that kind of tongue in cheek, because yes, I am more equipped than most people to take care of my son. Cattle disease, my son. I am capable of taking care of him better than most. I can say that, and with a straight face, I can say that. I can take care of him better than his 2 sisters. I can take care of him better than even his dad sometimes. So I recognize that I do have an expertise of sorts, but I'm also working with half the deck of cards, if you understand what I mean. Essentially, I can't read his mind. I can't read his mind. I can't ask him questions and have a conversation so that I understand what he's thinking about. Most of the time, I can't even do that for my special needs children, but there's a little level of understanding when you do have the ability to have conversation. It gets bumped up a few levels. With my son, that's not the case. And so this video I wanted to make because I have gone to the place where I have to let go of the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, because it doesn't matter. What's done is done. I can't rewind the clock and go back and say, push harder, look for a second opinion or third opinion or a fourth opinion. I can't change that. All I can do is live in this moment. And in this moment, I look at what is to come and what I need to deal with and what new quirks my son has picked up, like throwing his sister's beads down the toilet. Or I can look at those and go, okay, what am I needing to take care of now? And the big thing that I have come to the conclusion about is that while I don't understand my son, God does. And so there has been many occasions where I am figuratively on my knees going, Lord, what do I do about this situation? Lord, this is his homeschooling issues. How do I fix this? How do I change it? Lord, he's going to be an adult soon. How do I prepare him for what's to come? How do I prepare my heart and my husband's heart? And it's not my job to prepare my husband's heart, but Lord, prepare our hearts for what's to come. What do we need to do? What are the things off of the checklist that you have? Because our checklist is a blurry mess, but you have a clear understanding of the future. You are not surprised by anything. So I need you to guide me for how to help him the best. And I've gone to that place, thankfully, I've gone to that place where the reliance on him to tell me what steps, and sometimes it takes a week or two or a month or two where I hear something that it's like, this idea pops into my head, or I watch a video and I go, oh my goodness, I could totally use that for this point of purpose. And some individuals might look at that and say, oh, that was a coincidence, or, but when it works, and it works every single time, I look at that and I go, no, that's divine intervention, and that's answer to prayer, and that's him directing us in such a supernatural way, because he does understand my son better than I do. And I am so thankful to have that tether to hold on to when times get tough, or when things get frustrating, or when I'm not sure what I'm doing. I go, okay, I'm going to show up. If you watched my video on Just As I Am, the hymn, I have no idea. What my day-to-day activities and work are going to bloom in his life. The seeds that I've planted doing my day-to-day, every single day monotony, I have no idea what that is going to do for him, but I trust the Lord is going to use the things that he's told me to implement in his life. So this is a message simply for those who are feeling guilty about the past. And there's so much that I could say about that. But I have truly learned that there is a cut line of yesterday was yesterday. I can't fix that. I can't change that. 4 years ago, 15 years ago, I cannot change any of that, because it's done and gone, and that's how time works. But today and in the future, I can literally rely on God, who knows my son better than me, who loves my son better than I do. I can trust him for the future. And that's what I'm choosing to concentrate on. All this future stuff. Past stuff, bye-bye, all gone. Can't change it, can't fix it, can't do nothing. Bye-bye. What is here is the present and the future, and relying on the one who knows everything, who was willing to die for me and for my son. He is going to be the one who leads and guides and directs our path so that we know where to go in the future. And I'm sorry if this is preachy, because I'm not trying to be preachy, but it's something that I have had to, just listening to this poor woman talk about all the things that she wished that she had done differently, and it wasn't stuff she could have even possibly have known. And that's the thing. You can't, even me looking back on my past and going, I had to learn that not all doctors know everything. I truly respected their education and their position and their wisdom. I truly respected that. And it wasn't until I went and lived life and had to see things in a certain way, so gaining knowledge that I did not have at the beginning, I can't condemn myself for things that I did not know. I can't, all that's going to do is affect how I move forward in the future. And an anxiety-filled mom who's trying to make sure she never makes a mistake again is not a mom who is actually effective in dealing with her special needs child or her typically developing children in homeschool. There is nothing that I'm going to be able to do as that woman that's tainted by my past. No, thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. And I give that woman in the past grace, because she truly did not know and she truly did not understand. And I always say this, if you do not have a child with special needs, you don't understand. And that's not because you're being mean, rude, or nasty. It's because you have not had to live in what it is like. It's not knowledge you have. But if you do have a child with special needs, you get it, because you live it. You deal with it every single day. So to recap, the big thing that I want to encourage, if you're a mom who does look back and go, oh man, I wish, I truly, truly, truly get it. Early intervention would have probably helped Arian a great deal. But I had no idea what early intervention was. So I look at it and go, he was diagnosed when he was 7, and that was when I had to start my learning journey about all of autism and what it is and what it's like and all the rest of it. And I give that woman grace too, because she had to essentially take on a whole new flag. I don't know. She had to figure it all out. And today, I look at it and go, that woman was doing her best, and this woman is doing her best with the help of the Lord, who knows him best and knows the future, and I can rest and be at peace, even in the tough times, knowing that the Lord is with us and he will guide us in the way we should go, because we ask for that, because we pray for that, because we go, Lord, this is the situation. What do I do? And I don't think he looks down on that and says, well, you should know. No, he doesn't. So I hope that this is an encouragement to you if you are the person who struggles with that. I just kind of want to send this out there to the woman who I saw who was, beating herself up and stuff. And I thought, you know what, there's probably others who feel the same way, because I have felt that way. And I have had to work through that kind of stuff and go, wait a minute, I don't want to be ruled by fear. I do not want to be carrying that throughout the rest of the future because I did something wrong out of ignorance. We are all human beings and we cannot know everything, but we have one who does. So I hope that this has been encouragement. We will chat with you next week. Bye-bye.